Folks, wish you a very, very, very happy new year,
Happy New Year.
2022.
Same
Yes,
time.
sir.
Happy New Year.
Same to you, sir.
Thank you,
Same to
Sai.
you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Definitely New Year,
So
Sai, because we are learning big data, right?
that's what I'm saying. Like basically, it's very rare that for all the batches which we start in August and November, because we usually start only 4 batches in a year. Hope you folks are aware of it or not. No, right? Not everyone aware of that. We start only four
No, no,
batches.
Sai.
No,
Actually.
sir.
We have a fixed timings to start. Okay, basically we start with February or kind of about March, and then May, August, and November. This is a very fixed timings. Okay, so if you check this, only the November and August batch are the most. I mean, what I could say. Even Feb batches also. Thing is like those only two batches which fall under the New Year part. Batch it starts in August and November. So because that's going to be very new year to them, new opportunities. The thing is like whenever we hear times, I get a call from very old folks stating that, "Sai, this is a year my life got changed. 2019, I changed my life. 2020 to 2020, I changed my life." So the year is the only thing which we usually remember very long time. The year is the only thing which we remember. Yeah, this is an year the transformation happened. My career transformation happened. Is it not? Here is the only thing which we remember, right? All of you agree my point?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes,
So let's see. Let's hope 2022 is gonna be a very, very good year for all of us. And I'd like to, first of all, I'd like to thank all of you, especially for batch 31. The way you're staying consistent, all of you. See, one or two folks or three folks usually be there. In this large lump sum amount of participants available. But the greatest thing which I saw in batch 31 is you are not even giving up. Okay, suddenly, Sai, there was some emergency, I could not able to attend the session. Immediately on the next time, getting a call, Sai, I completed it. I completed the task, I completed the video. Yeah, even though we bugging you is our responsibility. Sorry to bug you a lot, to disturb you a lot. I believe we are disturbing you a lot now. Every day.
No, Sai.
No, sir, not at all.
No, sir.
No, Sai. That is the one point we learn actually.
Yeah, but yeah, I feel sorry at times. Like
No. Compared to other institute, now this one is actually because that one only we continuously without missing any concept or topic, we are continuing this one actually.
Thanks for that. But usually, when the board meeting happens, when we counselors, Gomati, myself, Kritika reached all of you regarding your referral names. Few folks you should have reached, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Sai.
Yes, sir. Yes, I share it.
Yeah, few folks should have reached, and few folks should yet to be in process. So, firstly, folks, within next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, next week, not coming week, not in 3 days, within 10 days from now, all of your referral complimentaries will be settled for sure. That's my assurance. That's the reason we just made two of the folks to allocate to collect the referral names so that who and all refer to your friends, obviously you'll be getting referral bonus. I know that. See, I know that. Don't take me wrong. I know you didn't refer for money. I know that. You just had a trust on me and you're referring it. Definitely, I'm aware of it. Because I know like half of the things usual will talk to your referrals and make it happen. That's very attractive, to be honest. Like I feel half of the information is already conveyed to your referrals. Thanks for that. Okay. But however, please accept the gratitude from my end. What we'll be sending you, please accept that. I know few folks has told not required site. I know that, but you're not did for that. But thanks and sorry for showing that gratitude to you. Thanks for that. And coming to the next one, why I told this batch 32 is looking so impressive was okay. Few cases, see, going a session out of track, out of Saturday, out of Sunday. Yeah, this reason I'm having that reason I did that the session. Many folks has made it saying that I could not able to attend this, that day and all. So ultimately, they're getting back on track. Yes, they're getting it. Yes, I have completed side. You need not to follow. That means the thing is like one of the two folks has already assured a kind of frustration on our team. I agree. We accept that because like showing frustration, we accept because we are for doing a kind of follow-ups on us. But ultimately, you completed it. I just need that. Whether you got frustrated because of our calls, I'm sorry for that. But still, I just need you to complete it. That's the only motto I need, that you complete it. Secondly, supplement to the assignments. That's the very kind of a one sec, folks. That's a very kind of a paying job which we usually do at many cases, right? We usually have a kind of incompletion list always going forward. Okay, I'm not sure why I usually get that incompletion list, folks. Like the reason is like we have been doing all sorts of necessary follow-ups. What happened to Ram, Tarun, Rajstree? Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, Vipul. Vijay from Singapore. Banu.
Sai, due to some personal issues, I could not able to complete it. I will complete and I'll share it.
Okay. Okay. Suresh. Akhilesh.
Sorry, I completed my task. Like
Okay.
today,
Today you completed.
yeah, today.
Okay. Yeah. Akhilesh. Akhilesh joined. Okay. Rakesh. Katyayani. Varun. Harsh.
Yes, I did complete assignments. I posted it today.
Today. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was not well the whole week, so I didn't complete.
No worries. Yeah. You completed. That's fine. Take care,
Yes,
man.
yes.
Thank you. Thanks for that. Harsh.
Thank you.
Ronak referral. Harsh. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anshi. Alok referral. Since I have so many folks in the same name.
Hi, Sai.
Yeah, Anshi.
I completed my task but forget to send in the WhatsApp. I send it.
Okay. Sure, Anshi. Just send it. Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, folks, according to the report, approximately 7 to 8 folks have not completed. A few folks didn't join. I checked the names. Yeah. Let's not have that gaps, folks. Okay. Because, like, let's not do that. It's, yeah, we are staying consistent, but let's not have that 1% intolerance also. Yeah. Just get that and get it completed, folks, because like everything is tracked here. We have to track it. Yeah. And I'm hoping a lot of placements for this batch. The reason, there are two major reasons for this batch to expect many offers. Now, three major reasons. Okay. The first major reason, all of you are very consistent. Very consistent. Like, yeah, but I'm talking about 99% consistency. Yeah, 1% inconsistency would be there. 99 folks are very much consistent. You see, I can expect things. Okay, when I take up the batch, I can feel, because I have been handling so many batches, right? I can feel what is the placement percentage of this batch, how many people are staying consistent. But for this batch 31, I never seen the consistency percentage like this. The reason, even though I have 150 people batch in 29th, 200 plus folks in 30, 250 plus folks in 31, even though the participants are higher, this batch is looking so and so consistent to me. Yeah, actually the crowd increases, the consistency usually percentage decreases, but it's going in the other way here. Secondly, fortunately, you're falling under November batch. You know the advantage of November batch. I already spoke with you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. It's fortunate that you fall under November batch. The reason, you have the new financial year requirements will be falling on, basically. Okay. November batch and February batch is also very much, actually, you don't fall under last quarter for the job searches, like how 29 batch has fallen. 29 batch fall in the last quarter. We completed the batch in we started our placements by October and November. But even though we got a high placements rate, because of last quarter was very good, basically last year's quarter. For this batch, we are in a very good shape. New requirements, new budgeting for data analytics has been I mean, usually the budgeting would be so good for analytics for this batch, which I expect. Okay, in all the companies. And the third most important, right? We are going to start our placements. Okay, we're going to start our placements very, very early this time. Very, very early this time. We started very early for batch 30. For 31, we are going to start very early. By end, mostly, if I'm not wrong, mostly by Feb, third week, we're gonna start our placement process for this batch, who are interview aspirants. You're clear with the update? Yeah, thought of updating you today. February 2nd or 3rd week, mark this. We're going to start our placement preparation. Getting it, all of you? Like job, I mean, regarding what further steps, just a further steps. And most important, we are going to start Hive next week, and we are going to start our Spark by end of this month. Like 3 weeks, we need Spark, we need Hive, 2 to 3 weeks. Later on, we're gonna sit down with completely Spark. Clear, all of you? This is, see, I mean, if I'm not killing time, can I have 2 more minutes to say something? Is it okay? I know that I'm killing time. Just 2 more minutes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Yeah. First and foremost, which I usually say that all of you folks, you have 3 phases of training. Okay, you have 3 phases of training: phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Okay, basically, okay, I just mentioned this as a phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3, folks. This is needed. This is must. This is overwhelming. I'm telling you what is it. Okay, most of the people, okay, so far we're staying so consistent, right? We are saying so consistent, doing our task, and very strong in our determination. But the actual game starts here. The actual game starts in the phase 2. I'm telling you, folks, many folks who give up, I'm going to give instance, not for the course or toughness. The course would be same. But in the phase 2, the actual achievers will be seen. The main reason is because of Spark. In phase 2, we're going to start our Spark. Okay. The main reason, we're going to have Spark in phase 2. That phase 2 is alone create a lot of impact to the market today. Yeah. Okay. May I know who is SYS? Reply fast. May I know who is SYS? All of you update your phone numbers. All of you update your phone numbers.
How did, sir? We will update phone numbers.
But I'll update for now. I'll tell you later. All of you, please update your phone numbers next to your names. Arun. Manoj. May I know who is Manoj? Manoj Reddy. Please update your phone numbers. Folks, in other 5 minutes, other 10 minutes, if I see any anonymous names, I may have to remove you. Please do not mistake me. I may have to remove you. Please update your names with your phone numbers. Ruby, please update name with the phone numbers. Okay. So I'll check in 5 to 10 minutes. Any anonymous names, I have to remove you. Okay. Thank you. So coming to phase 2. Phase 2 is the most important phase, folks. We're going to start our phase 2 in another 3 to 4 weeks. That is for sure. After Hive gets completed, there is one minor project in phase 1. Clear the roadmap, all of you. Sqoop mostly by next Saturday will be winding up. On next week on Sunday, we're gonna at least intro on Hive gets completed. However, ingestion is important. Hive is furthermore important because Sqoop will be just helping you for the ingestion. Hive is actual data process. Getting it, all of you? Yes.
Yes.
Our area. That means our area. More than Sqoop, Hive is our area, like big data area. More and more big data area. The reason, the processing, the crunching, the aggregations, the kinds of transformations the data goes will be taken care by Hive and Spark. That's the reason those two are very high priority. So if you are very simple, folks, if you are at a stage to complete phase 2, lay about phase 3. Phase 3 is also important. I'm not denying it. If your target is to complete phase 2, I'm telling again, you already got the job. Mark my words. Yeah, you can trust me. Reasonably, you can trust me. If you can complete phase 2, you already got the job. You just have to sharpen it. That's it. You got the target, the first main target, all of you?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The target is phase 2. I'm telling you right now, set up the point, set up a limit. Phase 2 should be your target to complete. If you're completing it successfully, not even leaving any assignments due, you already got the job. You just have to go and grab the offer from the market. Please have it in mind. So that's why I thought of mentioning it, folks. Let's get started with the agenda for today's session. So today's session, what is agenda is? Yeah, two major areas to discuss today. The first one is, let's start with modification. Kind of a small topic. Yeah, modification imports. Okay, first half, modification imports. Second half, we are going to discuss about serialization. What is serialization? What is the significance of serialization? Serialization, data serialization. Okay, and most important, different serialized file formats. Clear, all of you? Different serialized file format. The first one is we're gonna have with modification imports. Very simple modification imports. To be honest, in real time, very less used. Very less used. I'll tell you the reason shortly. Don't worry. Okay, it's not important towards the real time, but towards the interviews they'll concentrate a bit. Okay, so they want to lock you. Okay, hey, how much you rate yourself in Sqoop? You will say some rating. Then they'll start screwing you with incremental imports, last modified imports, modification imports, type of file formats, maybe something in controlling imports as well. So we're gonna discuss on modification of imports today, and tomorrow we're going to discuss on AWS cloud imports. Yeah, tomorrow. Then we're gonna have multi-threading imports. Okay, that's the tomorrow's topic. So these are also furthermore important. So let's have this on today's agenda. Clear with the agenda for today's session, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. Let's get started. Before that, I just need all of you to answer me. Okay, answer me. All of you to answer me. Okay. The first one, I'll reduce my volume and go on. I'll reduce my volume. All of you can go on mute. Just concentrate my question. Just a kind of a recap with respect to Sqoop. Okay, what are the major issues people used to face before Sqoop coming into market? First,
Important
Incremental data modified data imports.
Exporting the data.
data used to
delayed
take
Controlling
long time.
imports, incremental imports.
Data used to take long time.
Not
Incremental imports, controlling imports, modification
serialization.
serialized data imports, multi-threading imports. Yes or no, folks? Then Kathleen has come and given you the solution of Sqoop, which can able to support multi-threading imports, controlling imports, incremental imports, modification imports, semi-structured imports. I mean to say serialized imports, exports also, merge and everything. Right, all of you? And Sqoop has a very good support in the cloud environments also, like AWS and Azure. So here we already discussed about incremental append, right, all of you? What with respect to incremental append, before let's talk about controlling imports. What is controlling imports, folks? Basically, if I have some data which has already been present here, if I want to import only certain amount of data, that is possible. Yes or no, folks?
Yes.
Yes.
Certain amount that we saw. Coming to the incremental imports. What is incremental imports? How many types of controlling imports we have, folks? How many types of controlling imports?
Two types.
Query.
Coming to the incremental imports, append imports. So we have the data, raw data gets imported. If suddenly we have the data
Extra records.
available, extra data has come to picture, right? How much if I want to import only this particular pattern of data, only this data I want to import, how can I do it? What Sqoop expects? What are the details do Sqoop expects?
The type of increment,
Type of
column to
increment,
check,
minimum
the
value.
last
Type
value.
of incremental.
Incremental append.
The column to be checked.
Column to refer.
Minimum value.
last
value. Right? What type of column types are eligible here? Integer?
Integer.
Yeah.
Folks, these details are very important for today's session also. Modification imports also follow the same process. Modification imports follows the same process, but one extra component will come here. That's it. Okay. It need all the three, but need extra one component. I'll come back to that later. Just give me 1 minute. So using that, I can able to do an incremental imports. Yes or no, folks? That's we saw last week. Yes or no? Yes.
Yes.
Then we discussed around scope jobs, automated jobs, Then we have created the job, deleted the job, listed the job, showed the job, saw metadata db.script file where the jobs and all get saved. And we also seen the password file. Yes or no, folks? There we have stopped.
Yes.
Agreed?
Yes.
Now, come into the next point. Imagine, folks, okay? Concentrate now. Folks, we are going deeper for today's agenda. Concentrate, okay? Now, what happened? I have data in RDBMS. I have some data in RDBMS. Okay, imagine. This data, let's import first. Let me show you the table first, okay? Let me show you the table first, okay? Now, can you see some table here? How many rows I have here?
5.
5 rows. 5 rows. How many columns?
3 columns.
3 columns.
3 columns.
Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to import this data first. Okay. Data imp mod. I'm just import, very normal import. Nothing, no specific data, no specific change available here. Folks, I repeat, modification imports concentrated more towards the interview time. Real time, they will not, 99% they'll not. Because Hadoop is not meant for modified data. It is only for the analytics. They don't tend to change the data. Analytics uses different. But do Sqoop can support the modification? That's a question in interviews. Do Sqoop can support? Yes, Sqoop will support. If Sqoop supports a modification, what are the kind of parameters we need to give? How can we handle modification of data? That's the next question. So if you closely watch out this particular data, folks, yeah, let this import get completed. This is a very, very normal import, folks. I'm just importing this data to here. Okay. Handle meeting with care. Banu and other folks. I see 2 to 3 folks has gone on mute. Yeah. Maybe first import may take a bit of time. Further imports would be easy. Okay. Some time ago, we just completed in 21 seconds anyway. Yeah. So 19 seconds. 19 seconds. Anyway, maybe the first import will take time. Okay. Let me check this data. Hadoop fs-ls. Yeah. I should have got the part file. I'm reading the data directly, folks. Okay. What I'll do, I will have the data also. Concentrate, folks. Concentrate. I'm going a bit deeper now. Please concentrate. I have RDBMS. I have HDFS. In this RDBMS, this is the data I have. This is the data I have. Concentrate, folks. Data is equally important. To understand this, data is equally important. Okay. Yeah. This is the data I have. After I import this data to HDFS, what is the data I should have got? Since it's a very normal import, this would be my output. Yes or no, folks? Agreed?
Yes.
Yes.
Very normal import. But suddenly what happened? Suddenly, all of a sudden, first name is equal to Zayo, where custody is equal to 3. What happened to the third row? Tell me. What happened to the third row?
It has renamed.
Yes, some modification is there.
Take the latest record.
What happened?
There is an update.
There is an update. Simple. What happened to the third row? The third row
Got updated.
It got updated to some other name. Yes or no, folks? You understood this scenario?
Correct. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. What happened to the third row? Very simple. Okay. See what happened to the third row. Here in the source data, there was suddenly an update happening. My HDFS is still holding the wrong data. I mean, not wrong data, old data, right? In RDBMS, I got a change in the data in the second column, third row. That I mean, for the custody 3, there was an update happening. But in HDFS, I still stick on with the older data. I went to Sqoop. Sqoop, can you just help me? Sqoop told, see, I can help you. First of all, I can help you. But recommended updating the data in the Hadoop is not recommended because Hadoop is not meant for it. Hadoop is not meant for transactional data. Transactions is updating the data. Hadoop is meant for, the main reason for Hadoop to come into the market is for analytics, right? Get the data, do the analytics, put into and take the decisions. That's it, right? Is it meant for transactional data? Data keeps changing? No, right? Basically, no. But still, what Sqoop is saying is, still I'll help you. I will still help you. You don't worry. I will still help you. But you have to stick on to the terms and conditions which I asked, what is your terms and conditions? Then Sqoop replied, my terms and conditions are, I need all this below details. See, what Sqoop details, what are the details Sqoop expects, okay? What it expects is type of incremental. This you know, right? I mean, basically, one of the types you know already, right? Yeah. Which type you know already? Which type you know already? Incremental.
Incremental.
But this time it's not append. What Sqoop expresses? Tell me, give me a type of incremental. Okay, Sqoop, I'll give you. Next, give a check column. Give a check column. Give the last value. From that point, I will import. Also, once I import, folks, concentrate, please, concentrate. Then I asked, Sqoop asked, hey, I need one more detail for this. What Sqoop replied to me this? What Sqoop replied to me? I'll give you all the details you want. What Sqoop replied was, give me a column for comparison. What it expects, one thing extra.
Give me a column
to
compare.
Column for comparison.
See, I need to match, I need to compare, right? Here, hey, for this, take this. Imagine. For now, let's take this first column custody as a comparison column. You got it, point, all of you? Yeah.
Yes, I.
What it will do is, it will do a comparison. Hey, whether one is matching to this. You got my point, all of you?
Yes.
Hey, whether 2 is matching to this. Hey, whether 3 is matching to it. I need a column for comparison. So it just expects one column extra. And Sqoop, see, okay, Sqoop, I'll give you. Okay, Sqoop, I'll give you. I told, okay, I'll give all these details to you. I'll give a type of incremental for you. I'll give a check column for you. I'll give a last value for you. And I'll also give you the column for comparison. Then Sqoop is telling me this too. Okay. Now what I'll do is, in this import, Sqoop is telling this folks for me. Okay. Don't worry, I'm gonna do something. I am going to do something. What I ask Sqoop, then usual. There is something very unusual gonna happen. What Sqoop told was, concentrate, folks. I satisfied Sqoop with requirements. Okay, I'll give you the above 4 points. Then what Sqoop told was, don't worry, I'm going to do something other than something unusual. I'm going to do something unusual. I asked Sqoop what? Every time, so concentrate this sentence, folks. This is important. Concentrate, okay? Every time, how many MapReduce job usually run, folks? How many MapReduce job for running? Usually?
One.
What if Sqoop is saying is, every time I will run one MapReduce job to import the data. But this time I will run 2. How many?
Two MapReduce.
2 MapReduce job. Okay. Hey, why? Why you need to map? I'm asking Sqoop. Hey, why you need to map reducer? Then Sqoop replied, 1, to bring the data. Other 2, compare and update in HDFS. Got the point, all of you?
Yeah, Sai.
Simple. Nothing so tough. No rocket science. Nothing. Very simple. Okay. What Sqoop asked? Hey, Sqoop, can you help me? Then Sqoop replied, I'll help you. I need 4 details. Type of incremental. Give a check column. Give a last value. Give me a column for the comparison. Okay, I'll give you. Then Sqoop mentioned me. Don't worry. I'm going to do something very unusual. Okay. Every time I run only MapReduce job to import the data, but this time I will run 2. 1 to bring the data to HDFS. Other to compare and update in HDFS. Clear with it, all of you? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Slowly going
Yes,
in.
Sai.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now let's go ahead with the execution. Very simple. Okay. Now clearly, like, concentrate, folks. Concentrate. I'm going bit deeper. Okay. It mentioned something. This is also kind of unusual. Is there any kind of unusuality here?
Yes, sir.
2 map reduces.
No. That's the next one. But even though that's something which I highlighted,
Only that that row has to be taken, right? But from starting, will it
from
take
that point,
Append.
usually incremental
3
append
to
greater
5.
than-
Incremental is
For processing.
last.
Last
Okay.
value.
I will. No worries. I'll elaborate it. Concentrate, folks. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, folks, concentrate here. Now, I'm going to give four details to Sqoop. The first one is this time incremental last modified. What is a type of incremental? Is this?
Last modified.
Last modified.
Last modified.
The before incremental, which we saw, what is it?
Append.
Append, right? So this time the incremental type is last modified. Hyphen incremental last modified. Clear, all of you? What's the type of incremental?
Yes.
Last modified.
Last modified. First one, last modified. The next one to discuss, check column. What Sqoop usually say right now is, in the incremental append, you can give ID column, integer column, date column, or timestamp column. But in last modified, Sqoop expects not integer, only date or timestamp. There is one more restriction here. Getting it, all of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Which column do Sqoop expects?
Date or timestamp.
Mostly date. Okay. That means in real time, if they're going with last modified, it expects date a lot. They expect date a lot. Okay. Now concentrate. Check column. Which is a column here? Which column is date column here?
Third column.
Create
Create.
Name
Okay.
column.
Create table. Create date. Yeah. Incremental last modified. Check column, create date. Simple. Okay. Last value. Okay. I repeat my statement. Which date can be given here? Tell me.
The last modified date.
To experience the changed ZEO in my HDFS, which is a better date to give here? That's my point.
Created date.
21/09/2023.
21. The
But
previous date.
last value is the customer ID, right?
Lowest value we need to provide.
Check column. Which column we are referring?
Create.
According to that, I have to give the value. Yeah, tell me now.
The lowest value.
21/9.
Row number 4.
Row number 1.
24 going to give the last date.
923.
2.
Created roll number 2.
21.
924.
21.
24, how can you give, first of all?
20.
First of all, why are we getting
20?
Okay.
Should be 22.
22. Leave it. There is one confusion for you here. Okay. Let's discuss on incremental append bit quick. Okay, one is done. Two rows are there imported. You know that, right? Incremental append. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Third column is
Yes,
coming
sir.
up. Fourth row is coming up. When you do a check column, last value, I just need, folks, I just need 3 and 4. What is the last value we give? Tell me.
2. Last value is 2.
Will you not you give the last value this so that it will do a greater than operation and do an import? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right? It will do a greater than operation give. Why? I'm not sure why few
Yes.
folks are sticking on with 4 here. I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah. So if I give last value 2, so it will do greater than 2. So these two will be imported here. Yes or no, folks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Yes.
But here, to achieve this Zayo, to apply this create date, what Sqoop says is,
From that point.
give me one date. From that point, I repeat, not greater than in last modified. From that point, I'll import.
Then 22.
In latest
From
date.
that point, I will import.
Then 22.
Latest date.
Do it.
22.
22 is fine, right? Yes or no?
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Maybe few questions. Don't worry. I'll come back. Write down your questions. It's expected. Okay. What usually Sqoop usually say is, hey, boss, give me the last modified. Okay, you're applying last modified. No worries. Give me a date column. Give me a date. Give me a possible value of date. From that point, I will import the data. Clear, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes, I.
Data gets
Yes.
imported. Got my point here? Yes.
Okay.
Data gets imported. I repeat, from that point, this data gets imported to HDFS. This is your first map reduce job. Yes or no? Yes.
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 To bring data.
To bring the data, first map reduce job. But what Sqoop says is, hold on, I need one extra column for what? One extra parameter to what?
For
To
comparison.
Compare and update.
So the parameter name is merge key. What we have to do is, okay, if I give the merge key, imagine here comparison column is cust ID. You got my point, all of you? Yes. What is the comparison column?
First ID.
Cust ID. If I have a comparison column, it's going to be a cust ID. Then what it will do is, it will do a comparison between the cust ID of the imported data and the cust ID of the SDFS data. You got my point, all of you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then what it will do is, it will completely overwrites the entire data for that 3. It completely overwrites that. You got my point, what it means? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What it will do, comparison in the sense, it overwrites the entire 3. Hey, I have 3. Entire 3 will be picked over, replaced. 4 compared, okay, replace. 5 compared over, replace. You got my point, all of you? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So what happens is, when that particular data is bought, folks, okay, first of all, you need to understand, when that particular data has been bought, to bring this, one map reduce job will run. To compare this, another map reduce job will run. You got my point? Yes. Now, how map reduce jobs?
2. Total 2.
2 map reduce. Okay, folks, don't worry. I know I'm getting bit high on information. Don't worry. I'll definitely repeat. Somehow I'll repeat it. I'll do a hands-on. I'll handle the question around. You also gonna hands-on. Very, very repetitive culture. But what I wish to do is, I'll just reiterate. When I reiterate it, you'll so and so comfortable. Don't worry. Okay. First of all, I have the data. Okay. Let's take the, folks, I'm reiterating this. Okay. I'm reiterating this again. Okay. So I have the RDBMS data. Imagine, I have the RDBMS older data. Let's take the older data. Let's concentrate on old data. Okay. This is my old data. Right, all of you? Yes or no? Old data.
Yes.
I have already done an import here. What I just did, I already done an import here, which has already got a data in the HDFS, which we already got the data in the HDFS. Perfectly, we got it. Now, what we are going to do, suddenly, all of a sudden, what happened? This data, the third row, got changed to updated data as 0. Right, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
The data got changed. Now I asked Sqoop, hey Sqoop, can you help me? Then Sqoop replied, definitely I'll help you. But what Sqoop has mentioned? How many Sqoop has mentioned? Parameters, how many it need?
4.
Four parameters.
First parameter is what? What is the first parameter? Incremental.
Incremental
Del
time.
last
Last
modified.
modified.
All.
Next,
Check column.
Check column.
Color.
which columns are allowed here? Which columns are allowed here?
Date column,
Date,
text column,
timestamp.
integer column,
Timestamp
timestamp column.
Date and time.
Which is the date column here?
Create.
Created.
Created. Last value. What Sqoop says is, from that point I'll do an import. During incremental append, I'll do greater than, but here I'll do greater than or equal to. Got my point, all of you? Yes. In incremental append, I'll go greater than of that last value. I'll not concentrate on that value you have given. But here, give me a value. I'll take from that point. Okay. Which value is enough here for me? 2015.
22.
22.
09.
22.
22.
22.
It is equal to
And what
greater
it
than.
expects?
Merge key.
Merge key.
Or comparison.
Custody.
Comparison. Yes, sir, no, folks, clear with these points? Yes.
Yeah.
And what Sqoop told to us? Don't worry, I'm going to do something unusual. What is the unusual thing?
2 map reduces.
2 map reduce job.
Reduces.
1 map reduce to
Bring the data.
Bring the data.
import the data. This is your first map reduce job. That means it will import the data with 1 map reduce job. Yes, or no, folks?
Yes.
Yes, I.
And then it will do a comparison between these two. Do a comparison between these two, which is a second map reduce job. Second map reduce job. What it will do is, it will do the necessary comparison 3, 4, and 5, right? Immediately it would
Update it.
replace, update. Got my point, all of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now what I'm going to do, concentrate, folks. Okay. Now what happened? In HDFS is still Vasu. In RDBMS, it got changed to Zayo. Yes, or no, folks? Clear? Now, check. Let me re-import the data. Now tell me, incremental,
Last modified.
Check
column,
Check
column.
Date.
Create date.
create date.
Last
Last
value.
value. What is the value I have to give?
2015 22.
22.
Merge key.
Merge
key.
First ID.
Cust ID, right? Merge key.
Cust
One
ID.
sec. Merge key. Cust ID. Right, all of you? Clear? Clear with this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Only 3 parameters, folks. Check. Okay. Only 3 parameters. Check a look. Have a look. These are the only parameters which I'm considering right. Incremental last modified. Check column create date. Last value 22. And then merge key cust ID. Now, can you say something is happening? Import started. Yes or no? All of you?
Yes. Yes.
An import has started. Now, what it will do is concentrate. Once the import gets started, once one map reduce job completes its work, immediately triggers other map reduce job. What is this? First or second map reduce? See,
We didn't change that
started our
now.
trigger here. This is our first map reduce job. Yes or no, folks? Yes?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Yes.
As per your gut feel, how many records will be imported? How many records will be imported?
3.
3.
3 records.
Concentrate now. Concentrate. Okay. Now concentrate a bit. %100% is done. Folks, can you see? It retrieved 3 records. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you see another map reduce started running?
Yes.
Do the job got stopped?
No.
No.
First map reduce is completed. That means I have map reduce completed. Immediately it retrieved 3 records. It imported the data, right? It imported the data. This map reduce job helped to import the data, the 3 records. But immediately another map reduce started triggered. Can you see that, all of you? Single command.
Yes, sir.
But 2 map
reduce.
reduce
2 map.
jobs. The first map reduce is to retrieve the data. That means import the data. The second MapReduce is for updating in the HDFS. You got my point, all of you? Yes?
Yes,
sir.
I.
Yes. Now, once this import is completed, let's go and check the target location. You can experience the data should have got updated. Okay. Now let's go to target area. I'm directly reading the data. Okay. Hadoop fs-cat. I'm reading the whole location. Reading the whole location. Okay. I'm reading the whole location. The data gets changed to Zayo. Can I understand this? The data got updated. Sqoop is doing it.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. So very simple, folks. Nothing so tough. Nothing so tough. Very, very easy. Okay. Very, very easy points to remember, basically. It's not so tough points to remember. Okay. I'll just highlight the points. See, very simple, very simple. Concentrate here. The first one is, okay. First one is Sqoop expert score, which you know already, right? Incremental, column type, last value, merge key. Everyone aware of it?
Yes.
Yes, I.
From that point, the data gets imported. From that point, the last point to remember, 2 MapReduce jobs. One for import, other for comparison. This you are aware of it, right? All of you?
Yes, I.
Bulletin points. Topmost bulletin points. Okay. Topmost bulletin points. Okay. If you see, however, folks, if you want to take a screenshot, please take it, folks. However, these updates are comparatively less used. These updates are not more than appends. Very, very 1% or 2% chances, because Hadoop is not meant for data transactions, not for change of data. Hadoop is meant for data analytics. Hadoop is meant for data analytics, not for data transactional data. That you need to understand, folks. Hadoop is not meant for transactional data. It is meant for analytics of the data analytics. Transactional data from very, very, see, even though Sqoop is helping us, it's not so simple as it looks, folks. You need to understand. In real time, if I have GBs and TBs of data, Sqoop will fail. I mean, it will keep hours or days to do the updation. Because the huge of data, right? Imagine that one part-time file is 40 GB, 70 GB, 200 GB. It will run the MapReduce job, collect all the necessary blocks into account, and then do a comparison, do an overwrites. Very, very costly operation. Very, very slow operation. Time-consuming operation. But still it supports. I told you, right? In real time, I never used. In my entire Sqoop projects, which I worked on long back, I never seen they're using updates. But still, there is one of the points which keep on nagging in our interviews. Hey, is it possible? If that is possible, how you can do it? Right? So I know there are a few questions are open. Don't worry. Now what I'm going to do, I'll reiterate the same hands-on again. I will reiterate the same hands-on again. Then I'll open the time for the questions. All said, all of you? Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. I know this is a kind of a big concept. That's the reason I'll redo the same again. Okay. Now concentrate. Okay. Concentrate. I have a table, folks. Imagine. Let's take this as a table, right? I know that got updated. That is okay. Can you see some data here?
Yeah.
Yes. I see some data here. Okay. Now what happened? Concentrate, folks. I have this data. Now I'll change the criteria a bit. Okay. In RDBMS, I have a data. Okay. I have some data here. I have some data. Very normal input. Let's concentrate on very, very normal input. Okay. Nothing else. No incrementals, nothing. Okay. I'm making us mod to new input. Okay. Very normal input with already data which we have. This time, let's update 2 rows. I'll update 2 rows. Okay. I'll update 2 rows and I'll let you know. Okay. And anyone saw something? Something it is suggesting me.
Use direct.
Direct.
Mode. Something it is telling me. Okay, just note it down. That that's a further topics for us. So retrieve. How many records retrieved?
5.
5 records. Let's concentrate on Hadoop FS -ls part M file. Hadoop FS -cat. I'm reading the data. Clear, all of you?
Yes, I.
Yeah.
Very good. Now this time what happened? Let's go here. Now what happened? Update is happening in the RDBMS set. Due to some details, update has happened. Okay. Set first name is equal to, for example, Srini changed. Imagine. Okay. Where cust ID is equal to 2. Understood what I just did, all of you? Understood this?
Yes.
Yeah. Then update customer where 3 Zayo changed or Arun changed. Let's target the last one. Got it? What I mean, all of you?
Yes.
If I check this also got changed. Srini changed and Arun changed. The actual data used to be Srini for 2 and Arun for 5. But here Srini changed, Arun changed. Now my point, let's take the same Sqoop input. Now my point here is, okay, just for information, data got imported. Happily the data got imported, no problem at all. Okay, happily data got imported, right? Data got imported. Now what happens if I want to experience that Srini changed and if I want to experience the Srini change and Arun changed? Okay, if I want to experience it, these two got changed. Let me remove it. Srini and Arun no more exist. Instead of it, we got right, all of you?
Yes.
Everybody's with me?
Yes.
Yes. 2 rows got changed. Now, let's concentrate on incremental. Now, my point here is which date is enough? Okay, this date is enough side to experience that.
21 is fine.
21 is fine.
21.
21 is fine, right? Now go ahead. Let's open the Sqoop incremental append to incremental last modified command, right? Hyphen incremental. What type of incremental is that?
Last modified.
Last modified.
Check
Check
column.
column.
Which column to check?
Create date.
Create date.
Last value.
2015.
Which column?
2015.
What is the date?
21.
21. Merge key. Yes or no, folks?
First ID.
Merge key?
First ID.
That's right.
Now you tell me how many map reduce jobs would run?
2.
2 map reduce jobs would run. You tell me by triggering this command, how many rows will come? So this is a date I gave. How many rows will come into picture?
4 will come.
4 will come.
4.
4 will come.
After that,
Once a 4 comes, what it will do? It will compare 2, 3, and 4 and 5. It would be automatically
Update.
replace it, or updates or replace. So that's how the target happens. So one particular command to bring the data, 4 records gets retrieved. Second record to second map reduced to
Compare and update.
Compare and update to MR. Okay, right, folks? How many records retrieved?
4.
4 records.
4 records.
Immediately what it started?
It is
Second
merging.
map reduce.
Yes, folks. One map reduce job is done, and second map reduce job got started immediately at the bottom. Okay. Now, I wish to ask you a question. All ready? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I.
Can you see something here? Something.
Yeah.
What you see here?
produce
Map
Tell me.
reduce.
Map
Map reduce
100.
100% completed.
0%.
zero reduce.
But
Map
it
is
not be
done,
the same at the
reducing is
bottom.
going on.
See.
Mapping is done, sir. Reducing is going.
Yeah. First of all, concentrate. Below one would be slight different. below map reduce job would be slight different than this. Can you see anything, any change?
Yes, mapping 100%
Reduce also 100%.
Map.
Reduce also happens. Reducers also working in Sqoop. Yes or no, folks?
Yes.
Yes. Folks, what is map reduce? During a yarn session, we're gonna have a separate map reduce session. That's fine. But please note a point. During the comparison, reducers do run. You got my point? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Note the point. We'll highlight it during MR session. We have a separate MR session. Dedicated 3 hours MR session. Okay, map reduce session. But what I would like to tell you, to bring the import data, mappers only works, but in comparison and updating the data, what also works?
Reducer
also works.
Reducer also works. That's the reason our data, our part file will change its names from part M to part R. Got the point?
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Understood? Why it is R? Why it is R?
Reducer.
Reducer do work. Now, if I do Hadoop fs-cat, okay, Hadoop fs-cat, it would change. Srini changed and Arun changed. Clear, all of you? Yes. Yeah. Got some understanding now on Sqoop Last modified? Yes. Yeah. So one map reduce to do this, other map reduce to do this comparison. So important points to mention. And just to add one more point, Sqoop expects for incremental column type last value match key. From that point, the data gets imported, right? The last one is 2 map reduce job. Just to add 2 more points. What is it? During comparison. What happens? Reducers do run, right? During comparisons, reducers do run. Last point, the data will change name to reducer. Example, part R. Got it cleared, all of you? Yes. Yes. This is what one of the questions in interviews. Do Sqoop run reducers? You have to be stick on to the point. During the data imports, Sqoop only mappers do run during the data imports. Only during the last modified data comparison, reducers do run in Sqoop. You got my point? Yes. Do the reducers are running here? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was interview question. I'll tell you one very bitter experience I had. I got a question whether reducers run in Sqoop. The interviewer asked me. I told yes. During data comparison, during last modified, reducers do run. Interviewer doesn't know that reducers do run. He's sticking on to this word. Hey, only how? Always 0, right? Always 0. Boss, in last modified, do run. He said, no, it will not run. I said, it would run. He said, it will not run. Okay. Then I clearly stated, no, in last modified, the reducers do run. But this is only for the comparison, it would run. You know what happened? He rejected me, saying that I don't know Sqoop.
Incomplete knowledge.
Okay. It happened. Okay. So I was a bit rude. Don't be rude. Be polite. Mostly he will get selected. Okay. I was sticking on to my point. Yes, reducers do run in Sqoop. Only do data comparison. Data import reducers don't run. During only the data comparison between imported data and HDFS, the reducers do run. No, it's not possible. You don't know Sqoop properly. I know, boss. I know. That's what heated argument went on. He rejected. The good part was after 2-3 months, okay, he called me personal to my personal mobile, stated that sorry, Sai, I rejected that time, but I recently got to know, like when I executed last modifier, I got it done. And yeah, very normal discussion happened. It's good that he called. He's leaving his ego. Like he's actually from Techem. Okay, so that what happened. So you can say that reducers do run during the last modified comparison. Reducers do run during data imports. Reducers don't run. You got it clear, right? What is map? What happens in mapper phase? What happens in reducer phase? Let's handle it later during our MR session. But this is the last modified. So I'm opening questions for 5 minutes, folks. Last modified is comparatively less priority. Again, I'm telling you, only towards interview is fine. But in real time, I never seen people are using in any other projects also. But towards interviews, just preference Joseph, I'm opening it. We're just opening time for 5 minutes. Later on, hands on. Yeah.
Sai, what about any upgradation of column added in existing data in RDBMS? If any new column inserted, then at that time, what will do?
See, the first part files, you have this comma separated values, right? Yeah.
Correct.
You got any extra columns that come in the last. That's it. It will do an import. See, on during an import, if I got any extra columns, see, this is not just modified. This is for any concept. If I got any, this would be null, null, null. Suddenly I got added. For example, 40, 50. When this data comes, with 40 and 50, it gets replaced. Getting it?
Okay, means from the date which new column is inserted.
Exactly. Other dates are not compared because only that date is taken out. Always last value is very important. Yes.
So Sai, remembering the last value, like how we were doing in the append.
Yeah, that's a good question. See, first one, scoop jobs usually will not help here. Because when I do a scoop import, this imagine, what was the last? I started with 22. What was the last value? It becomes 24. Right?
Yes.
What if an update happens before? My job got updated like this. 24.
So the requirement comes with the date mentioned, right?
Exactly. But what happens is, but yeah, there was a question, such question asked, like what during the discussions we have, like for example, we haven't done that in our projects, but discussion happened. In case updated records, I want to do analytics, what to do. Then what we suggested, always maintain 0, 0, 0, 0. So that entire data gets imported, right? For comparison.
Okay.
But it's a very costly operation. It will take days to get updated because data might be sitting in GBs or TBs.
It will import complete data set.
Complete entire data set. Yeah.
Yeah, Sai, if my table doesn't have a create date, I have only 2 columns. One is customer ID.
Last modified will not be supported. Sqoop will say I'm helpless.
Sai, for the merge key, only the integer will be used or anything else?
Not required. String can also be used, but always better to give an incremental column value. Incremental column is just row number columns. Better. Easy comparison. Yeah.
Sai, what is the significance of merge key here? Sorry if you have explained it, but
No, it's just a comparison. See, it has to, for example, the data got imported, right? I told you, right?
Correct.
This
Correct,
3 gets replaced with this 3.
Greater and data got imported based on the condition, then the greater than equal to of that date, right?
Date, and then merge key will do all the replacements for that 4. 4 and 4 gets replaced. 5 and 5 gets replaced. That's why we are seeing updated data in the HDFS.
So Sai, we can say that merge key is nothing but the primary key, right? So
incremental row number, that not mandatory primary key. I didn't apply primary key here.
Incremental row number. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, then in this scenario,
4 and 5 rows are same now.
exported data where it is putting in this
Sorry.
Here it is exporting data, right? Updated data.
Correct. Not exporting. While you're no, it's not exporting. Am I taking data from HDFS to RDBMS?
RDBMS to HDFS.
Yeah, same. It's not export.
Right?
It's still an import. It's still an import.
Importing, right?
Yes.
That data where it is putting.
It will be keep in memory for the comparison. It overwrites the same data in HDFS. There is no extra location.
So Sai,
it's this area I put right. This data has come right. That is RAM area. Okay. Then it will not commit the data anywhere. You just do a comparison and it will change the data.
in append scenario, we are not giving any merge key, but the similar thing is happening, right? It is appending
But that case, if data is coming, it will directly go and sit at the bottom, right? Are we changing anything in the existing?
No.
Okay. The data new part file gets created, but here I have to dig the existing part file, right? For comparison.
Okay. Got it.
What will happen to
So,
the
in this
increment
last
data?
scenario, so we want to explicitly know the date for which it has been updated, right?
How that works is, if in real time they're using it, they'll say run the last modified from this date. For example, from 22nd, I got some updates in the sales. Please run from that date.
Yeah, got it.
Entire record, right? Entire row gets, not just one row. The entire row gets overwritten.
Okay.
in case if we need to compare with the two columns.
Two is not possible. Only one.
Okay.
Sai, can we
Sai,
do
if
latest
the RAM
date?
size-
Like, for example, if we have 26th, so till 26th, I want to update my data. Is it possible?
See, it doesn't matter. You have 26. No, the limits is not possible. From to last. Getting it?
Okay.
Yeah.
If it is from
Last 1 minute,
then
folks, because
Sai,
we have to move on.
if the
Sai,
RAM
is
size is
there-
less than the
Site is
data,
down.
updated data,
Sqoop will not import. It will stay. It will stay on. Still, the RAM gets cleared. The RAM. It will fail the data.
Sai, is there any chance like I can use check column and merge key as same thing like?
Not possible. It will fail.
So, like, what is the reason? Sai,
See, it will say, please give the check column and merge key to be different columns. Then only I'll do an import and do a merge key. I mean to say, do a comparison.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can it delete all the rows?
Can we give merge?
We cannot delete all the rows. We cannot delete the rows at all. Yeah.
Suppose
Can we give merge
there are
key
multiple
only into
dates of same value, then how it will
No, your voice is not clear. Sorry. Come again.
If there is multiple dates of same value, like 22 9 is there for them.
You mean to say the dates are repeating?
Exactly.
Doesn't matter. From that point, it will import, right? No matter how many rows are getting repeated.
I mean suppose in second column also if there is same date is there, then if you like from top only. Right?
Doesn't matter. This column having multiple rows, it will import from that point. Yes. Okay.
merge can only be an
Last
integer
question.
size?
Last question. Wait. So let's get the question from Sarita. Sarita is waiting since long. Any other questions? Let's handle it later. Okay. We're going out of time. Post 7:30. So post 7 o'clock, I'll sit. Go ahead, Sarita. What's your question? I just muted you. Go in on mute, please. Yeah.
Yeah, merge key can only be an integer, or we can give some varchar too. Like
Anything is possible, but recommended is to have incremental row number. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, folks. Any other question? Please note it down. Post 7 o'clock, I'll clarify. Just note it down. Okay. Shall we go with a short hands on, all of you? Yes.
Yes, Sai.
Okay. See, modified is actually quite interesting, but unfortunately, we will not use it. Okay. See, that's my personal opinion. Any other projects are working, I'm fine, but it's a very costly operation. People will not ready to do it, first of all. Instead, they'll import the whole records again. Comparison. Importing is easy, right? Imagine, folks, I'm giving it all zeros. I'm bringing all the data for the comparison. Yes or no? Instead, I can remove the entire row and re-import the whole rows, right? One map reduce job. We'll end up with only one map reduce job. Yes or no? Getting my point?
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
But still, yeah, just kind of information I provided. Okay. Now what we'll do? Yep. Folks, I need this to get completed very fast. Okay. Please consider we are very much running out of time. Yeah. Because serialization is very, very, very high priority topic. 3 times or 4 times important than last modified. Complete this. Let's move forward. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, let's import this data. Okay. Go to MySQL. Folks, go to MySQL. MySQL, you root pcloader. Travel with me. Execute your commands in mind now itself. Okay. Create database test. Okay. It shows if already created. Just use test. Done. Once you test it, create customer mod A. Insert these records in customer mod A. Then do a very normal import. Open edge node. Okay. Once you open the edge node, just execute this command. Very, very normal import. Nothing else. Once it got imported, go with Hadoop fs-ls and Hadoop fs-cat. Everybody traveling with me along with the commands? Yes. Yeah. This is MySQL, folks. Execute it. Okay. MySQL.
There is a greater than symbol, sir.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So use test, create the data, open edge node, Sqoop import. Do it. Then again go to MySQL. And then update the data. Update this. Check whether the data got changed. Then come back to edge node. execute with Sqoop import match key custody ID. Let's give last value as 22. Possible to make it, all of you? Yeah.
Yes.
Once it is done, ls this, it should have changed to R. Cat that, data should have got changed. This is the total commands. Okay. Santosh, I think you're not in announcements. I'm pinging you separately. I'll add you shortly. Yeah. So these are the comments I pinged. Lab folks, you need my help. You need the comments. I'm okay to give, or you can take care. I'm okay with anything. You need comments?
No, we will try.
Yes, sir.
10 minutes.
Okay, wait for it. I'll help you. Cloudra folks, go ahead. Once you're done, just complete it and let me know. Yeah. I mean, post in the. I need the final output. Just changed output. I know that last Hadoop FS-cat should provide Zayo in the third row. Okay. So go to MySQL. Okay. Go to MySQL here. Others, Cloudra folks started. I'm helping lab folks. Use HR_export. Okay. Then create _ your name. Use your name. Once done, open Edge node. Do a very normal Sqoop import. Okay. Very normal Sqoop import. Okay. Done. Come into MySQL. Open the table. Check that data got updated. Come into this last modified. Okay. Come into this last modified. Incremental last modified, check column, custody. That's it. Nature exploitation is a table, kernel name, one target directory, lab username, data. Created last one match key. That's it. Lab folks. Okay. Any kind of hiccups, mostly you'll not face it, but still I'm giving it. Go ahead, folks. Can I have screen shared now, please? Please. I know might be Sqoop imports might take a bit of time. Check, usually 2 imports will happen, folks. Okay. In the second import, 2 imports will happen. Okay. Check it out. I mean to say import and comparison. Once it is done, please put that in the WhatsApp group. I just need final output with Zayo.
Yes, my command is completed, but JO is not coming. Still the same data is coming up.
What was it? Sorry. Sorry. Who was it? Sorry.
Sai, this is for Angad.
Angad. Yeah, one second. Angad. Well, I don't see your screen.
Now?
Yeah.
So what happened? See here, I updated MySQL here. So in MySQL, if you see, is the third row is JO, and here I ran like here in this my Hadoop terminal, I ran the command.
One sec. Customer mod A last person created. How many MapReduce job ran?
Two.
Can I have the access once?
Yeah. Sorry. Like,
Folks, any of the Cloudera folks, is it successful or anyone faced any issues?
It's successful, Sai, but the data didn't change.
Yes, I have the similar issue.
Second job is not running.
Data is not changed actually.
One sec. Maybe.
Target directory is different, Shai.
Target directory is
Maybe.
different, yeah.
Target directory might be different. One sec.
Here one.
One sec. Data mod A. Yeah.
We didn't use
Mod 2. See, one second.
Actually, the Sqoop import target directory different.
I'm
And
about
we
to
are
say that.
tracking
One
the
sec.
mod 2.
I found that. Just give me 1 minute. Let me talk. Okay. So, all of you just execute this command. Cloudera folks, okay? Cloudera folks. Just execute this command. Sorry, the target directory is different. I think so. In the since the target directory is different, I think reducer should have not run. Only one MapReduce job should have run, right? I think so.
Yes, I.
Yeah.
But Sai, now it is giving something else issue.
You're facing anything with that?
Yeah, if you see it here. I think so. Cust_ID.
No. For all of us, I give cust ID. One sec.
So I do have same error.
One sec. No. Sorry. One space is missing.
Sai,
Okay.
rather than the Sqoop
Sai,
command, why
one
can't
doubt.
we
are
use
forcing mapper
cat
one,
command
right?
change?
One sec. Let me first correct the issue, please. First, let me correct the issue. Where are you going the next questions? Please consider. Ready to solve the issue. I said during the execution, no doubts, unless until execution doubts. Please, I have to concentrate on the execution. Execute this one, folks. Now I just pinged an updated one. Cloudera, folks. Yeah. Any other questions? Any other out of context question? I cannot answer right now. I'm concentrating all the screens. Please try to understand.
It's working.
It's working, right? Check. You should have two MapReduce jobs would run. Right.
Yes, it is working.
In group 2 only Mahesh completed and Lakshmi completed. Okay. Jobs is in progress.
Yes, I.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Lab folks, was it successful? Lab folks, anyone, any hiccups or all good?
All good, sir.
Executing last step.
Trying now. We are
okay. Any one lab folks has completed the execution?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, Ganesh Prasad. Okay, yeah, perfect. Thanks, Ganesh, for documenting everything. The document looks cool. Okay, I see. Okay, now it's working, right, Cloudera folks? Yeah.
Yes, sir. It's working.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Yeah, it is working, sir, properly.
Perfect. So no hiccups, I believe. Right. So I think few of the MapReduce jobs are in progress. I see the screens.
Yes,
Folks, the good part is like Sqoop only be a bit slow for all of your setups. High would be faster because this we deal with kind of a MapReduce, right? High will also deal with MapReduce, but that is completely on HDFS. And I'll tell you, Hive is just half tougher compared to Sqoop. Hive is very easy, very, very easy. Compared to Sqoop, Hive is very easy. Like it looks so cool, so simple, easy to handle, simple to understand, kind of. Okay. So for Hive, it would be a bit easy. Like Sqoop may import. I see many Sqoop MapReduce takes around 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Only during Sqoop imports, folks, because of a local setup. I understand. Few of the folks Sqoop import should have got complete in 20 seconds. Few folks should have took 50. Few folks will run for 2 to 3 minutes. Few folks for 5 minutes. Only this gap would be during Sqoop. But during Hive, you will not face it. Hive is very easy to use and lightweight. Okay. Yeah, all of you can stop your screens. Yes. Okay. Thank you, folks. Okay. Any questions, folks? Out of context questions, please have it. I'll answer it later because during execution, I need to check whether you were facing any issues, kind of. So please consider. Sorry for that. Yeah. Okay. Now, got some idea on data modification, folks? Yes. Modified inputs.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
So just in the nutshell, how many details do Sqoop expects from to explain the modification inputs?
Four details.
Four.
Incremental last
check column, last
check
value,
column,
merge key. Merge key. So and also as a part of this import, from which point it would start? Greater than or equal to from the date.
Greater
than or equal to.
How many MapReduce job runs?
2.
Two map. What is the use of the two MapReduce jobs?
To bring the data.
First one to bring the data.
Bring the other two comparison. During comparison,
Compare and update.
during comparison, what happens?
Reduce will also work.
Users would also be running.
Yes. Data will change this modifier. So understood the modification imports first of all of you? Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So folks, let's have a short break. Okay. Any questions? Definitely I'll answer and go, folks, before today's session. Don't worry at all. Okay. I cannot leave without answering any of the questions. So let's come back to meet the most important topic. Yeah. I know last week I just pinched a bit and left it, but today we'll go very deeper. Okay. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Let's meet back by 5:35 p.m. sharp. 10 minutes break. Refresh yourself. Topic is very, very important. Okay. Meet back in 10 minutes. Thank you. Stay in the meeting for the same device support. Don't leave and join back.
Sure.
Stay in it. Thank you.